because you putting on it.
I ain't putting on.
Go get my phone out that room. Go get my phone out my room.
My auntie right there. I got to start my game, man.
Do you see what I'm saying?
It should be a good one.
That's my auntie.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Fresh off of 6 the other way, it's Herbert. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Herbert off of play action. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and 1.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football.
At their own 40-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Looking to throw on second down. Tua. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
They come up to the line now, facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Red, strike it. Yellow, blue.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Now that's all about making something happen as a quarterback, because instead of forcing something on 3rd down, how about him buying some time outside of the pocket, waiting for someone to come open, and when he did, he put it on him for a big play and a 1st down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. It's Eckler again. Austin Johnson, the one who makes the stop defensively. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Williams brings it in. Touchdown! Mike Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0.
14. Chargers, nothing.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. first and 10. It's Mostert. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
He was taken down at the 50-yard line. On 3-yard
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
And partner, I think this is where long-term starters in the NFL separate themselves from the rest of the pack, because there's still 3 full quarters left in this one. More than enough time to move past a pair of early mistakes and find a way to lead your team to a win. Mental resiliency, a characteristic every NFL team's looking for in their quarterback.
Ready?
They started on the ground with Eckler. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Chargers, nothing.
Extra quarterback now in the game for the Chargers here on third.
Right. Steal, black.
Here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered, they'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them, because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. The Chargers at 11-1 now on the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert rolling to his right. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Brandon, I think he's just grateful to get back to the line of scrimmage and avoid not just losing yardage, but a big hit on that play as well. That defense closed on him quick and forced a quick surrender out of bounds.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
A gain of 6. And the Chargers.
Herbert on first down now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. Allen's got it complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Mostert. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's second and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass, and the Chargers have got it back to within a score. Extra point good by Hopkins, and that'll make our score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, things went really well in that first one, not so well in the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And some room to maneuver. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on first and 10. And he's got it. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Eckler will score. Touchdown, Miami. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there. That was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Second and 12. Herbert, a quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Herbert. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
The average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. An impressive punt return of 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Jason Sanders for the extra
When you got a
point.
guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach. It's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it first and 10. And he's got room. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. Herbert. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
The false start backs him up 5, first and 15. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Now on second and 16. Herbert. They'll find Everett there complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Herbert now. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw. And they're set up now with a first and goal.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
On second and goal, Herbert. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by
Keon crossing. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Ray Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Tua now on first down. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Tua sets up to pass it. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua, he'll get this out wide to Eckler. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. There's Thomas Morstead now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And this one's high, but not very far. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's got Allen. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Herbert off of play action. Got a man. It's Waddle complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Herbert firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Herbert's pass.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Now it's Herbert. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A run with Mostert up the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
And the Chargers first down.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett.
Complete to Gerald Everett. A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. So the drive will indeed continue. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. They'll still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over. Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Let's go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Ultra. Ready.
Tua going to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. This offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Herbert. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert, and he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker.
It's 4th down.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Allen's got it complete. And he will have a Dolphins 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. And room there to work it inside the 25. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there, and I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory, and as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again, so I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Tua now on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He'll get this to Eckler. Touchdown, Dolphins! Austin Eckler with career touchdown number 70. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On second down, Mostert. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On third down, here comes Mostert. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's fourth down.
They snap it to Herbert. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Chargers' first